everybody, it's me. I just relaxed at home with the kids most of the day. Everybody's just being a lazy cat. And then I'm like going, oh, lunch. So I decided to walk again. And this is the thing, I want to start to get back into sort of a routine, a habit of daily walks. I used to do this a while ago and then I let it lapse. So I think for this stage of the return, it's not a bad idea. It's over 4 weeks and I'm busy with all the other stuff, but this is a good time to get back into daily walks. And you know, I can mix the walks with lunch because I can walk to lunch. So I can go that way. The other way is be a longer walk. This is sort of a long walk too because I'm walking to Everest, the Hakka restaurant, because they have lunch until 4. They have a lunch special until 4, which I love, you know. And I get my spring roll with it and the soup and everything else and shrimp. So I'm walking there. It's about a 45-minute walk, you know. So yeah, maybe a little longer, but it's a good walk, good exercise. So I'm walking there, and then I was leaving the building, and I ran into the valet, the older gentleman. He's older than I am, but he's the one who recommended that barbecue tonight. And he says, I hear, because I told one of the other LAs when I came back, I said, you know, thank this gentleman for me because it was an excellent recommendation. And he goes, I hear you liked barbecue tonight. And then we sat there talking about the food. I showed him a little bit of the podcast on my phone, and so that was nice, you know. And then I'm walking this way. So you know, there's the building. Lime green Porsche with the, you know, SUV. Whatever. So I'm gonna go eat, come back, and try to write. I haven't. Everybody, I'm here at Everest, the Hakka place that I really like. That I walked here. Anyway, I'll take when the food comes. Just about to have the food here. And again, music's playing, so I don't want to get blocked. It's good. The food is good, but this time I went for the dry rather than with sauce, and it's just slightly burnt-ish. But it's okay. It's edible. It's good. Bye for now. Okay, I'm walking along this way. I passed the building where I lived. I sat on a bench for a while, and that's where the Cirque du Soleil used to be. Not a single trace of it, you know. And I may stop for ice cream. I'm passing the place. There was a gulab jamun with lunch, but okay, I stopped at my favorite gelato place, and I'm just having a kid-size pistachio. And there's a pit stop, and then another 10-15 minutes back home to the kids. I'm going to try to write. So it was a nice lunch and walk and everything. It's now later in the day, and we've got one of the babies there, with Agita there, and we've got the other baby here. And we had a very good night. We had a good morning. I went for my walk. Yeah, came back, spent some time with the kids, and I'm doing some more writing. Kind of getting back to the material I was working on before, but just sort of, you know, present update. Hello, everybody. I'm here at a Thai place on Lakeshore. I was on my way to the Dixie Mall to, you know, look at boots. I may not buy them, but I'm just going to look. So, I've been to this place before. I have a good lunch special. I just made it in time. Garlic shrimp, tom yum soup, vegetarian, hot sauce, green pepper. Sorry, what is that? Spring roll. And this thing, you know, it's like a fried banana fritter for dessert. Hello, everybody. It's the next day. Agita is nicely settled there. One of the babies nicely settled here. And one of the babies is settled here. And yesterday I did do a bit more writing, but they did, you know, going back to writing about the, you know, the most recent binge almost 5 weeks ago, and sort of the part 2 of that. And, you know, it did lead to a bit, it ramped up the cravings a bit, which, you know, the cravings had been really, the pull had been minimal for a few days with all the distractions and the, you know, the drama with the house and the contractor, and then the, you know, the promo video for the restaurant, and then the, you know, looking for the suit for my friend, for my friend's wedding, and all of that stuff, you know, and, you know, text emails with friends, time with the kids, all of that stuff, eating out, walks, adding walks, all of that was good. Yesterday I did, and I said, hey, okay, I'm not going to let all of this stop me from doing the writing that I want to do. I mean, you know, I'm not going to stop writing just because it may ramp up the cravings. Well, it ramped up the cravings, but it's okay. I can deal with it. I can deal with it, you know. I just afterwards, I just, you know, fed the kids, stayed in with the kids, read, watch more Lincoln Lawyer, stuff like that, you know. And then today it's better today. So exchanged texts with friends and fed the kids and just relaxed. And now I'm going to go out. Let's see if I can buy some boots, or look for boots at least, you know. I you know, even not just for the wedding, but, you know, if I'm identifying with Puss in Boots, I don't have any dressy boots. I have only, you know, shoes and casual shoes and running shoes. I have a dressy, kind of dirty, but I could probably, I have dress shoes, but, you know, if I'm dressing up and those pants are a little long, so I want something with a little bit of height if I can get it, you know, so that I don't have to trim the pants. So that's something to do, more than anything else, something to do, just a bit of a request. Go out to look for some boots and have lunch, Thai lunch, and maybe start looking for cards, wedding cards. Boots, you know, dress boots at a long time, or even shoes. I just got mine from the warehouse outlet, whatever they have, like slippers. But these are nice boots. I mean, this is the kind of boot that Puss would wear. Not just for the wedding, but, you know, I don't think it's real snakeskin. We'll have to ask her. But you know, it's got those little thingies. But we'll see if the size fits. Here at ALDO, there used to be a lot more shoe outlets in here. All of them were closed down. I found there was boots at the treasure hunt real liquidation place, but they were like, you know, the buckles were broken and they're torn, and they were one size too small. They were 10. I could have worn them. Only $10, $12, but I'm not going to buy something with, you know, to wear to a wedding with a missing buckle. You know, even for $10, $12 is a waste. You know, but you know, this is ALDO. This is like it's not snakeskin, but it's meant to be. I mean, you know, the little, you know, whatever thingy texture they're given is meant to look like snakeskin. Slithering, you know, it's a good slithering for, you know, for a dusty dumpster rodent weasel, but, you know, going as Puss, not as a weasel, but as a Puss. I like it. The only thing, and I think they're $200, supposedly down to $100. So I'm okay with the price. You know, the only thing is, the only ones that they have in 12 are these, you know, and they'll slip on. They do actually, because they're loose. They do come on and off, but I really wanted that. That's got a zip. It's the same finish. Actually, a little less snaky, but it's got the same. But it's got a zip. I mean, I would have bought it on the spot, $99, and not just for the wedding, but for future. I mean, you know, these are actually good, but not for the wedding though. I mean, these are like, you know, wintry, or, you know, going to the house, you know, washing cars and that kind of thing. Only $19. I don't think they're leather, but they've got that. So obviously, I can't wear them to a wedding. Look at that, you know. But they're not dress boots. Only $19. I don't know if they're like. I don't doubt if they're leather at that price. Like $19, you know. Get my size. I'd probably buy a pair of these anyway. My own, you know, daily use Puss boots. That's really good. Not only are they not leather, which is, you know, I read a little thing in there. They're vegan. They're vegan, you know. And I'm not sure what that means. Okay, I get it. It means no leather, but vegan shoes. Does that mean they didn't put any milk in the making of the shoe, or cheese? There's no cheese in it. I don't get it. I don't get vegan shoes. I get no idea. This is the first Cinnabon I've ever seen in Canada or anywhere. I only know Cinnabon because Saul Goodman in Better Call Saul. He worked as a manager in one when he was hiding out in Alaska. I didn't know that they had them here. I should have some. This is not for a wedding, obviously. It's for everyday use. It was like only $20. Reduced from 70 supposedly. So you know, I buy them from the warehouse place, and I'm really happy I buy them for like $20. But the $20 here, you know, like, down from 70 supposedly. Whether that's a real price or not, I don't know. But they're a little loose, but I like it a little loose. I can slip them in when I go down to the cars, you know, whatever, everyday use. This is not Puss, you know, but this is what Puss would wear if he wasn't wearing boots, because they're very easy. Cats are kind of lazy. Okay, I bought these. You know, those shoes thingies that are like very much like this. I used to think these were like a super sale, $20 at that liquidation Brands Gone Wild place. You get them everywhere in that place for that kind of thing. They're just slip-ons, and I can just wear them for, you know, running around and every day, and, you know, like a being. Now this is more dressy than the first place, you know. $79.99. She's going to get a pair in black, and I looked at them and I said, "Oh, Lcee says I'm too lazy for that." She goes, "Oh, Lcee said for show. You can zip on the side." It's a shame they don't have these little riding animal thingies for cats. The twins would love one of those little things, you know. Well, I don't think they'd like coming out here from the mall, but if they're, you know, I think this is supposed to be a cow. This is what it's supposed to be. But they have to pay like, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks. Well, I would pay for the twins. If they wanted to ride one of these things in the mall, I'd be like, of course, 20 bucks. Here, go ride. I really should go to a real card shop. That means I'd have to go to Sherway, and I mean, you know, that's like a real mall. Outlet mall is okay, I can handle it. And you got kids riding around, human kids riding around in those thingies. It's kind of absurd. But a real mall with all kinds of real stores, I don't know. That would be a little, you know, daunting. But but you know, if I'm going to go to a Hallmark or something, I have to go there. You know, what's that? Is that a cat graduating? It is. I don't know anyone who's graduating. Otherwise, they'd have bought the. They've definitely bought the card. You know? So cat graduating. That's so cool. But anyway, apparently there's been a lot of weddings lately here. Because the Dollarama, all the wedding cards are gone. And it's a very simple one. It's really, really simple. You know, I feel bad kind of buying a card from a dollar store for my friend's wedding. But, you know, I'll see if I'm going to buy it as a backup card. If I can't get anything else, then at least I have something for Saturday. But it's really simple, and I can put the check in it, or not check, the cash. I'm not giving check, I'm giving cash. So I can put the real present in it, or I'll get one of those holder, a money holder. This is the same plaza, but this is a huge No Frills. I haven't been to No Frills in a long time. I shop at Soupy's because I can use my points there. But you know, I'll pick up some snacks here. Just got home, Agita there, one baby there, one baby there, you know, and I put away my shopping, such as it were, so, you know, I think some cheese snacks, you know, and the cauliflower, and my new shoes, not boots, just another pair of everyday slip-ons, and I'm just going to relax with the kids, journal entry, read, watch some TV, and then tomorrow I'll see if I feel like a trip. Switch cars and maybe show the Corvette if I can. For the muffler and all of that, you know. So I'd like to bring the Corvette back for next week. Okay, I'm just doing a shuffle here. I came in this one. I'm going to put this one in. I've taken this one out. I want to go cut the grass. I'm not expecting there to be any work done at this, even in spite of the firing and rehiring. I mean, it's just not going to work that way, I don't think. But we'll see. I've got to cut the grass anyway, and then if I have time, I'll take this to Chatham and show it to the muffler guy and see if that could be the source of a little bit less power, and just make sure it's safe to drive. And then I take this one back, and we'll leave with these ones here. You know, so that's the plan. If he happens to be there, I'll see him. If he's done any work, I'll see it. I'm not really expecting much at this point. At this point, it's just like, after all the stuff is, you know, my friend's wedding, and then my birthday, and then the, you know, the doctor's appointment, I'm pretty much going to have to hire someone else anyway. I've got the numbers. I'll start making the calls. If there's absolutely no movement this week, I'm here at house, and of course he hasn't been here in the whole week. The big blow-up, and the firing him, the rehiring him, the repeated promises, he hasn't stopped by once. You know, it's done. You know what? Excuse me? There's 4 cabinet doors. I don't think these were there before. Wow. Oh, look! Another cabinet door. Cabinet doors! Like 6 cabinet doors. Wow. That just blows me away. You know, just like still, I mean, at this rate, it's going to be 2024, but still, there's 4 cabinet doors, and it's, that I got with the blowing up and the firing him. So, you know, so let's see if he can actually get the bathrooms you know. So, and if he can't, that's okay. I'm ready to hire the plumber. I'm ready to hire the plumber and pay to have these things connected, and the plumber can also do all of that, like that. And then a handyman, and maybe if he's doing the cabinet doors, he could maybe do the light fixtures. We've got them all. Those light fixtures, that light fixture, that one's already there. You know, those ones are the same. So, and let's just, I doubt there'll be anything upstairs. Yeah, of course, nothing, you know, obviously. Okay, that's something. 4 cabinet doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. More. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cabinet doors. And I think it took him, you know, like a year to do those 4. So this is like 6 if you count those 2. So this is like amazing progress. Now if only he can get the plumber to get the bathrooms done, and then whatever he does, whatever else he can do, little things, light fixtures, by the end of the month, everything else I can get someone else. Just little things, handyman, or you know, this little trim here. Look at that. I don't think it's attached, but he's cut it, you know. Look at that, you know, well, no, not there. But this is the main thing. We need to have these bathrooms. So if he can get the plumber and get the, you know, these things, the water, make sure it's not leaking. Because the last time he connected the water, there was a leak he hadn't caught before he put on all the drywall. I mean, the house was gutted. There was a time to have, you know, spotted all the leaks, and he didn't do that. Oh, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm happy. 5, 8 more cabinet doors. It looks starting to look like a kitchen. Isn't that something? Anyway, I'm going to post this podcast probably before I go to the wedding on Sunday and Saturday. So, but it's progress. I mean, you know, if nothing else, I'm happy with that. Okay, cut the grass. I'm just going to take a couple of more pictures inside, and then I'm going to go see if I can get the muffler guy to quickly check. Probably not at last minute, but I'll ask. Check the muffler on that Corvette. And then I'll decide if I'm going to take that one back to Toronto or drop it and take another one. Okay, bye for now. More jackets. I found some that had been in the house and, you know, had been dry cleaned after the flooding. So they're all nicely wrapped, and I might as well take them to the house. I don't think I'll need them for the wedding, but might as well keep them at the house, or at the condo. There's a couple of shirts in there. There's even a couple of more ties. I think they were my father's, paired with, he'd kept some of his suits here too. So I think I've got the suit I want to wear, but I'll take the stuff and I'll sort through it. Hello everybody, I'm here in scenic Chatham, Ontario in the Corvette, and I took the car to a muffler specialist where I had the, and this is a guy that will, you know, repair rather than replace if at all possible. And he was busy, but he came out and he kind of, you know, crouched under the car with the engine on, and he goes, I don't see any holes, and he goes, it sounds about normal, you know. But that's the problem with this car, is that, you know, it's loud to begin with, so it's kind of hard to tell. He goes, I don't think, he said if you feel the lack of power, it might be something else. Spark plugs or catalytic converter or something. So I take it to my mechanic, just down the road here, and we talk about the the contractor who was his friend, and I showed him the picture, and I said, you know, look, 9 more cabinet doors. And he was like, going, that's really progress, you know. So we discussed that for a bit, and then I'm like, you know, the muffler guy says, you know, it doesn't seem to be a hole, and it's about normal. It's just, and he goes, it's really hard to tell with Corvettes because they're so loud anyway. So he goes, you know, it could be a spark plug, it could be he said, next time you're here, I said, you know, if the house ever gets ready and I'm able to spend a couple of nights here with the kids, I can just bring the car up and, you know, have him do a tune-up and all of that. I don't have to come all the way from Toronto for that. So, you know, neither of us thinks this is going to happen very soon with the contractor, unless I hire somebody else. So anyway, so I'm like, okay, let's, you know, let's do eventually. And I just said, as far as you can tell, I mean, you know, do you think it'd be okay, safe to drive the car to Toronto and back? And he goes, as long as there's no warning lights on, the water temperature is okay, it's what it should be. So he goes, yeah, it should be okay. Hello everybody. everybody. I've stopped at in Woodstock, Ontario, scenic Woodstock, Ontario, but rather than the Kelseys, where I usually stop, gotta shake things up a bit, you know, be daring, live life on the edge. I've come to milestones, and I can use points here too. And look, the vet is right there, but to the very end. Now, if I was at that height, the food is good: fish and chips, chicken gravy, and you know, lots of hot sauces. Only problem is country western music. And now I remember why I go to Chelsea's. Buddy, I just came home and I brought all these clothes from the closet, and they were all, after the flooding, they were dry cleaned and they were in these bags. But I'm going to take the bags out now because I don't take these into the house with cats. It's not safe. So I'm just going to throw them. I'm just going to take them down to recycling with the cart. So when I take the cart back down. So right now I'm just going to take the clothes in and hang them up. These are all my own clothes. You know, shirts and jackets and things, all black, of course, from years ago, from back when I was teaching, and they were just lying in the house because there's more space there. And then, you know, after the flooding, everything was dry cleaned, and they put it in this for 5.5 years. Hello, everybody. It's the next day after my day trip, and Agita's nicely settled there, and both the babies are here. One baby is running around that way. And then one baby's here. And had a good night. Kids on the babies in the bed, Agita nearby. I was having a good morning. And yesterday, you know, there was a trip and there was movement at the house, and I talked to the mechanic and all of that stuff, and I had to drive back in the Corvette, and it was so close now, just 2 days away from my friend's wedding, which has been a big goal for me. And today is 5 weeks clear. Today, you know, full ramped up. It's okay, I'm still clear, but it was pretty strong. It was like, you know, maybe the whole, as you're getting closer and closer to the goal, even as a publicly stated goal, it's just like, you know, the inner whatever is like, God, so you think you can make this? You've done 5 weeks, and you're like, you know, yeah, and you're like going, yeah, you made your goal. Well, see what I have in store for you. So it was like super strong, Paul, but it was okay. It was okay. I just wrote it out, you know. It was a little bit of an effort, but it's okay. I made it, you know. And it's just 2 days. It's 5 weeks today, and just 2 days to the wedding, which, you know, and I don't even really have to buy a gift or anything because I'm just giving an envelope with cash. I've been told that's the way of doing it. and also showing up 5 weeks clear. That's my additional present, you know. And I've got a card already, but you know, it's not a very good card. I just got it at a dollar store, so I might go look for a better card just for something to do. And I have to go buy the shoes and maybe see if I can find other boots, you know. So, you know, most of the day has gone into the battle, which was kind of unexpected at this point, but it's okay, it's still clear, and I'm going to make it. We're only 2 days away, and then after that, there are the other goals. I mean, that's the other danger with setting goals like this, public goals. It's like, okay, I've achieved it, and then it's like, okay, next day, party! No, you know, so the next goal after this is my birthday, the 18th. And then seeing my doctor on the 26th. So let's do one at a time. Let's just make it to my friend's wedding first, and then we'll do. It's only 3 more days to the birthday, so we'll do it. We'll do these things one step at a time. So we've got and as always, kids the biggest pushes of all. So we've got Agita there, one baby there, and one baby there. And hello everybody, I'm in Sherwood Gardens Mall. I haven't been here in some years. It used to be always kind of upmarket. I think it might have gone more upmarket because I get here, you know, look at the designer places. And then I was trying to find the food court, and I know that there's card shops here somewhere. I mean, there were many years ago, so unless people would stop buying cards, they just get them online or something. This is quite the adventure. And then I was looking for the food court because I haven't had lunch yet. And I'm like going, I know there's a good food court here. Yeah, there used to be, and I'm pretty sure there still is. So there's one of those things there, even the directories, you have to press, you know, it's like computerized, and you have to, you know, it's like a big screen, and you touch screen, and it goes, what are you looking for? And I said, food court. And he goes, we don't know what you're talking about. I don't think he said that. No, nothing found, or something like that. And then a guy behind me, he was walking by, he said, oh, food court is that way, and then upstairs. And I go, why doesn't it acknowledge that there's a food court? And he goes, oh, you have to go specifically. So he pressed M, and then it got McDonald's logo, and then it showed you the directions to McDonald's. I don't know, even malls are like all fucked up now. And the direction doesn't even tell you where the food court is. This is crazy. Okay, I think I got lost. Okay, so how are you supposed to do this? Info. Okay. I got lost. So I asked for McDonald's again. You are on main level. You can send a device, and then it'll be like a Google map or something for inside the... I don't know, this is too... I'm just going to walk that way. I mean, can't tell me just how to get to a McDonald's. Am I still here? Yes, I'm still here. Really, really behind the times. I didn't know that you can just buy Teslas in a mall. It's like getting shoes or something. There's a Tesla... They don't call them dealerships, I guess, anymore, because they just have them in malls, and there's like shops. So there's a Tesla shop, except they cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars or something. It's crazy. I don't know. Just walking along, and there's like, oh, perfume, Tesla. It's nuts. The food court is just like sort of a regular food court. And it's like, let's see what the Szechuan has. I don't think I want McDonald's. I have that one in driving. New York fries. There's an Indian place. I think I've tried that before. Amaya. I ended up going for the Chinese booth. The food was sitting there. There was another one that said we'll make it fresh, or there was a veggie burger. But you know, it looked okay. It doesn't look, you know, and they give you a bag and everything, and look, you got a view, and it's like a granite counters in a food court. That's quite something, you know. Like you have your parking lot, cars and buildings. It's quite something for a food court. Actually, you know, it does sort of taste like food court food, even though it's quite expensive. It's like $15 with the Coke, but it's not bad. I mean, you know, for $15 I could have got something in a real restaurant. But this is an interesting experience, and the food is okay for, I guess, the food court food, because it's been sitting there rather than made fresh. But it's actually, you know, I could have used a bit more. The spicy shrimp is obviously not spicy, but it's not bad. Speaking of which, my the food review I did for the promo, my first and only ever promotional restaurant review for the Pakistani restaurant, has gone viral. Well, for me, 85 or 90 views in like 2 days or 3 days. For the Nutty Professor, that's viral. It seems they don't have greeting card stores anymore. They used to here. There used to be like Hallmark, and there was a whole bunch. There's like 3 or 4 of them years ago. But apparently, I think I checked on that thing. I mean, the only places you can get cards are Indigo or Shoppers Drug Mart, and they don't seem to have. I guess that people just buy cards online or something. I don't know what. Whatever. But years and years ago, I used to actually buy greeting cards when I actually knew people. So, but since I'm here, I'm not really doing anything else. There's nothing to do here. No card shops, nothing but, you know, no shopping to be done. I'm giving cash, so I'm not sure why I'm here, but it's still a bit of an adventure. I haven't been to a wedding in a long time, so you're supposed to go shopping and stuff when you go to weddings and things, I think. Well, you used to, because you don't need to anymore. But anyway, so I'm walking along, and I'm like, oh, coffee, rather than Tim's. Very nice coffee, like real coffee. And then I had an apple turnover. And just from one of these shops here. I didn't actually need to buy anything. I just came here more for fun. Like maybe a greeting card, or maybe if I see something interesting, I don't know. But you know, just you're going to a major event. It's like I felt obligated to go to a shopping mall, even though I'm not really I'm giving a cash gift, and apparently that's the custom in weddings these days. As I said, I haven't been to one in 20 years. Now I'm lost. How do I get out? I'm going around in circles. Nutty Professor is trapped. It's like Jean-Paul Sartre's. No exit. Hell is other people. How do I get out? How do I get out? Get lost. And then I kind of forgot where I was, and I knew it was near the Sporting Life, but it seems that Sporting Life like has exits all over the place. And I went to the Sporting Life, and I said, you know, I want a door that goes outside. So he said, go through there, go through there. It was like an upstairs. It was like an upper level, you know, parking. It didn't look familiar at all. So then I came back in, and then I'm like walking around, and then check, and then I'm like, Scotiabank. I know I came in from a Scotiabank, so that's my exit. But I was like I said, it was like Jean-Paul Sartre's play. His hell is like you're trapped. In this case, trapped in like a room with other people. But this is like I'm trapped in a even worse, lower level of hell. I was trapped in a shopping mall. I'm here at the Dollarama. I was just checking. I got a Dollarama card already. But, I was going to go to the artisan place and once it's available tomorrow, look for a nice, handmade card. I'm here at Dollarama, and if there is one, and this is not like a $1 one, this is like a $4 one, so I guess this is like a high-end Dollarama card. But I can't resist it, because obviously, look, it's got cats on it, and a car. So coming from, Prof, they call me Prof, coming from Prof, I mean, it's got cats. And there's a black cat wearing a top hat, kind of like me at the wedding. Well, I'm not wearing a top hat, but look, it's an old car, but it's still a car. 2 trademark things. I couldn't get, an artisan crafted one with cats and cars. Pretty unlikely. Well, there's a birthday one with cats, but it's not a birthday, it's a wedding. Just married. Congratulations. Yeah, it's very simple. Wedding. Best wishes to the 2 coolest cats around. I like it. It's got cats in a car. How can it be better than that? Anyway, I'm going to buy this one. So I have a backup card, and then I have this one. I have a backup Dollarama card, one of the $1 ones. Hello, everybody. Just got home, and look, one of the babies is there. Very comfortable, and another comfortable kid, Agita, there on a blanket, and the other baby was settled on the cat bed in the living room, but he just got up and they said move, so he's here. I think this one is Lcee, and Finn is the very comfortable one. And then Agita there. Just got back. Well, it wasn't that productive trip, but then, a shopping expedition because I didn't really have to buy anything. I got, I'm getting cash, so I don't really need to buy a gift or anything except a card, and I got a cat and car card. It's only from a Dollarama, but, it's very suitable for me. I mean, coming from me, cats and cars and a wedding card, I don't know how common that is. So they will see the significance of that right away because that's my things, cats and cars. So other than that, and exploring a food court and eating food court food, and getting trapped in a shopping mall, and finally got my way out. Except for all of it was not all that productive. But I got a card, had an outing, had a trip, had a expedition. A different kind of excursion, an excursion into suburbia, into a shopping mall, and stuff like that, and had a coffee and an apple turnover, but not from tips, like from a proper place. So and then Dollarama, and back. So a productive day for the Nutty Professor. Bye for now. Tomorrow I do have to go buy the boots. I checked. Good morning, everybody. We're having playtime here in the morning. We had a very good night with the babies in the bed with me and Agita nearby, and we had lots of cuddle time in the morning. Now, the polls were very strong last night. But I think it's because, and guess who called like 2 minutes ago? My contractor. We're on speaking terms again. He got the 9 cabinets. I told him, I said I saw the 9 cabinet doors, and he said, we're hooking up the toilets, and I'm going to try to get the plumber on Monday. And again, even if he doesn't do that, I can get a plumber myself. But as long as the toilets and the things are hooked up, and as soon as the water's turned on, as long as there's no leaks, there's no, unforeseen leaks, then I can actually start going with the kids, once I have the railing upstairs done. Just, for a couple of days, just for a change, and just a change of pace, and, excitement, and all of that stuff. And the kids like, traveling in the car once they're in the case. So we're going to do all of that. So I told him that's a big push. But he goes, and I told him, I said, look, I've got my former student friend, former podcast producer's wedding coming up tomorrow. And I told him about this before. So we're talking now like we didn't have the big blow up. So anyway, and I go, and he knew that was a big thing coming from me. And he warned me, he said, look, after tomorrow, I mean, that was a date that you were, striving for. He said, just don't right afterwards go, okay, I've done it. Now time to go party, which I've been kind of worried about that all along. But I said, it's already been happening even before the actual, deadline date that I was, big push that I was trying to stay clear for. I had publicly promised, as my friend said, kind of being held accountable because I had publicly promised my friend that I would make it clear till his wedding. But the problem with that kind of thing is that once you get to it and it's done, then it's like, okay, I've done it. Time to party. And this kind of thing has happened to me before, but not to this degree, because this was a very big, very public, 5 weeks clear for one big push, and then a couple of pushes after that, like my birthday and, seeing my doctor again the following weeks. So, but those are minor compared to having made it. So it was like really building up, and there wasn't really much shopping to do. As I showed yesterday, I'm giving cash, so I'm not, and it's the only thing I had to really buy was a card, and I did end up getting a cat and car card, it's kind of synchronicitously, which I'm just going to put the cash in. So there's no real, but I went out shopping anyway, just, I'm buying the boots, and I got to go buy them today. I looked around so much, and I really like those boots, and I want to have them, not just for the wedding, but for, any other occasions. Not that maybe one other friend who is eligible to get married. That's about it. But but that's about But I like those boots, and I do want to have them for tomorrow with the fan that's symbolic, with the suit that belongs to my father. And my friend pointed out I'll be wearing the sunglasses that belong to my mother, which I've had prescription sunglasses lenses put in. So all of that was fine. And I did go out, and I had the food court food and all of that. But last night the pulls were just through the roof, because we were so close, and it was like, the inner whatever is going, yeah, you made 5 weeks, almost 5 weeks. Why don't you celebrate in your own way? Have a little binge just before the wedding, because then you'll have to be like, that's like with civilians and sober and all of that. Let's go have our own little party, do the thing that you enjoy doing, a little too much. So I'm like going, and I had to really battle. Now, I've made it to today. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, and I'm safe today, because there's no way. I mean, no matter how strong the pulls are, I can't party today, because it can't be like hungover for tomorrow, and I can't take a chance. So I have to be. So I've made it to today. That means I've made it to tomorrow, because there's no way I can show up at my friend's wedding, which is so important to me, hungover, and I can't do that. It's just not a possibility. So I made it. Now, like my contractor friend said, I can't him as a friend again. He's back on the friend list. So I unfriended him, and then I friended him again because of the 9 cabinets, and he's making an effort, and he's hooking up the toilets and all of that. So I'm like going, okay. As I said to one of my friends, it's more like a bad marriage or something than just a contractor. But anyway, so that's what's, as I said to him, it is going to be a little difficult after tomorrow. I made it to tomorrow, so let's do one day at a time. Made it tomorrow. I'm going to go get the boots. I'm going to have a nice lunch. I don't have to buy a card. I've got it. And I'm just enjoying, appreciating, you know, sober family time with the kids. And everybody's playing. And, you know, I made it 5 weeks. 5 weeks in one day. So I'm kind of patting myself on the back for that, you know. And Agita's over here. And then our baby's wandering about. So we got everybody all over the place here, you know. So I'm just enjoying, you know, family time. I'm gonna go out, have a nice lunch, you know. I didn't party or anything, but I'm gonna go have myself a nice lunch and buy myself those boots. I like those boots. Those are Chelsea boots, but with a fake snakeskin kind of thing. I gotta pull them on. That's the only thing. You know, I would have liked the ones with the. Hello, everybody. Guess what? I come to Spoon and Fork, and I'm just about to get the last call, so I'm ordering all the food before 2:45. And I came here just because I want to celebrate. It was 5 weeks clear yesterday, and there was a pretty strong pull a couple of days. Coming in this kind of final stretch before the wedding, my friend's wedding, there was a pull. So to celebrate, you know, 5 weeks and 1 day clear, I'm like going, oh, and I had to go to the bank get the money for the gift, put it in the cat card, which I'll do at home. I like that whole thing, you know. In a way, you don't get to shop and stuff. I went to the mall yesterday just to walk around, but you know, it does make things easier. You know, you just put the gift in the envelope, and then they can use it the way they want. I really like that system. So anyway, you know, like I said, I've been doing a wedding in like 20 years. So now, I came to celebrate here, and now I go to buy shoes. And I'm wearing the new shoes I bought the other day, I'm going to go buy those shoes. I like them. They're like, you know, they're Chelsea boots. They're like, got a little texture to make them look like snakeskin, which they're not, of course. And I rarely am going to get dressed up like that, but it'd be nice to have them. Now that I, you know, my puss boots. I need puss boots. The rest of the items have arrived. Salmon teriyaki. I got a chicken satay because I'm eating chicken today, and fish curry, and shrimp fried rice. And the only other thing after this will be, and I've got the sushi from before. So the only other thing after this will be dessert. But the guy said you can order it even after the deadline. So you know, I'll finish all of this and then again. I love the mango puddings here. It's very simple but very good. And while I finished everything, there was a green curry chicken as well, which came after I last showed what was here. So I finished everything, and then I ordered like 3 mango puddings because they like them. And I said they're very small, and the manager, he goes, yeah, they're very, I don't know why they're so small. I said, it's fine, I just ordered 3. And they just ordered small ice cream, so I really don't need to eat in the evening now. I will probably won't eat until the wedding dinner tomorrow. Now, these are like non-leather ones, but they're vegan. It says vegan shoes. I tried them. Tried one on the other day. They're only $20. Now, I don't like that green thingy. You know, I don't think that's a formal. But I saw in Bay, there's the original ones of these, the leather ones by some company. They look just like this. They're like $250. Some designer company. I guess it's green, and they're exactly the same. The green soles. The same kind of sole. So I'm like, maybe this is some kind of trendy fashion. I wouldn't wear it to a wedding. You know, it looks like you know, a car washing boot. But they're very nice. I'm going to keep these and they're zip on the side, so they're much easier than the Chelsea boots. Chelsea boots I only wear for really special occasions like weddings, and I don't really see one coming up for another year or two at least. So, but these are very comfortable. They got a zip on the side. And they don't, you know, the other ones, like I said, they look identical. They were like $200 on sale with a bag. So you know, I haven't bought shoes in like years. I bought like 3 of those really nice ones. I bought those the other day for like $20. These for $20. So I got 3, and like 2 of them are boots, Puss in Boots. My puss boots. I need them. I need puss boots. Yeah, the ones with the green soles, the $20 ones, the non-leather, and I'm buying them. And I said I saw a pair just like this the day. They were like $250 on sale. Looked exactly the same, but they were leather. And she goes, "Oh, we are a non-leather only vegan shoe store," and she showed me the signs, 100% vegan. And I saw before it was vegan. I knew that these ones were vegan, and I felt like asking, does that mean they don't have milk in them? I don't get the vegan part, the non-leather part. Yes, I get, but I'm not quite sure how shoes are vegan. But I didn't want to ask that. I don't know. That might be. I consider that a sarcastic question or an offensive question, but I really would like to know. I'll have to ask my friend who is a vegetarian, knows this shit. If we're gonna, how are shoes vegan? I understand that they're, synthetic or they're not leather, but how do they become vegan? Maybe I have a misconception of what vegan means, because to me it's like the no milk product thing. So, but why would you put milk products in a shoe? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, one of the mysteries of life. And I see all these kids cruising around. That's $1 a minute for those thingies. It was like, 15 minutes for $15. It's crazy. And you see a whole bunch of kids like this. They're like, they're like little gangs, like motorcycle gangs or something, and they're of those thingies, and they're like, well, not quite. I'm exaggerating slightly. But everybody, I just came up and I brought up the Chelsea boots, and the vegan boots, and I'm gonna put them away, and I don't have to polish the Chelsea boots. They're brand new, so just gonna wear them tomorrow. And I gave the car to the valet, to the older gentleman, and I told him, I said, if he puts the boots, I'm going to a wedding, and he says, "Oh, call for the car." Usually I only give the car to the valets on the way back, and I just go get it myself. It's easier. But he goes, "Oh, you should be all dressed up with the boots and the hat and everything." He said, "Call for the car." I said, okay, I'll have to leave early enough to do all of that, and then there's traffic tomorrow because of the, NPnPnB, which is just over here, so the roads are going to be blocked, so I'm going to have to leave a bit earlier, and I'll call for the car, so I'm going to be all dressed up and go down and take it, and I washed the 430. So I just got back, and one of the babies there, eating food, and one of the babies there, they both came and sniffed the boots, and Agita there. Now, I'm just going to do I did a little bit of, shopping on the way back. Just, cheese and buns and kitty litter and stuff. And I'm planning on editing and posting the next podcast tonight rather than my usual Sunday. I may on Sunday or next week. I won't tape at the wedding, obviously, for, anonymity purposes, and, maybe just before, maybe just after, and I'll talk about, what it was like and what my impressions were and all of that. Now, the unexpected thing in the wake, two kind of things. One was I went to the house and he's done 9 more cabinets, or cabinet doors, actually, of the kitchen, and he's moving. And he said he's actually doing something in the bathrooms now. So there is movement in the house. So that was one thing. And the other was, all the boot shopping and the preparation for the wedding, and not really shopping for the wedding because I'm just giving cash. I've been told that's the system now, and I think it's been a long time since I've been to a wedding, but apparently that's how they do it now. And these people didn't say anything; they didn't say anything at all. But I've been told that some people on their invitations, they say no boxed gifts and stuff like that. So, I wouldn't do. I would rather give the cash anyway. So that's much better. I think there might have been some kind of registry, but Again, I'd rather just give them the money. I think it's a much better system, and then they can, they can use it however they want. And then I've got a card with a cats and a car on it, so it's kind of appropriate. So really, there was no actual shopping for the wedding, So I was just shopping for my own outfit, so the boots, and then the suit and everything I found. So that was an activity during the week. But what was unexpected was that the polls would really ramp up over the last couple of days. Better today, but the last couple of days, they were really, really high. And I did not expect that, But, looking at it now, yeah, it's 5 weeks, okay? And that whole preparing for the wedding, and I was expecting it right afterwards. I was expecting the poll, because when you set up a date like that and you go, I'm going to make it clean, I promised it as as an additional present, to make it clean to my friend's wedding. So yeah, I was expecting go to the wedding and then afterwards there's going to be a poll, the inner dragon, werewolf, whatever is going to be going, okay, 5 weeks is up. Let's party, And then I've got the other things coming up. My birthday, 3 days later, and then the appointment with the doctor the following week. So now, the birthday one is a bit of a double-edged sword, because the inner whatever is going to be going, look, party, celebrate. That's going to be a little, but let's deal with that when we get to it. And the other thing that that might help is that there is movement in the house, So the fact that there's movement in the house, and we might be getting to the point where I can actually go. I mean, within a couple of weeks, a month maybe, with my guy, let's say a month, to actually go and stay overnight with the kids, So that's something really, that's a big rechanneling. So that might help a lot, And also, let's see, I don't think I'm going to get peopled out, as a friend of mine says. I can, I'll be in a corner somewhere, I'll be in my plus outfit, my boots, and and my suit, and I know a couple of people, I know a couple of his friends, or car people, and help me with the podcast. So I do know a couple of people there. So it's not going to be that bad. And, everybody calls me prof, and I'll just be in the corner. So I just want to be there to celebrate. I really am very fond of my student, my former podcaster, producer, and his fiance. Lovely people. So I want to be there, so I'm very happy to celebrate. So, and I'm willing to go buy boots and dress up and even wear a tie, which I haven't in 35 years. So all of that is good. Now, the day after and the day after that, yes, there may be a poll. So I'm preparing myself for that. But I've got the birthday coming up. I've got the doctor's appointment. I'd like to be, 7 weeks clear. When I see the doctor, so because she was a bit skeptical about my own approach. She goes, "It's not very scientific. You're like, Carol, it's not scientific." So I kind of be clear for that if I can, but I don't know. Let's just do one at a time. So right now, just going to relax, and I'm going to edit and post. So it is just over 5 weeks clear. And, all is well with myself and the kids. I have had some excitement, some, distraction, some planning. Look at who is checking out the shopping. Okay. So, I will probably post again later in the week. Not at the wedding, obviously, but a little bit before, when I'm all dressed up, and afterwards. And then the couple of days after that, it might be a little dicey. So I'm going to have to just go day by day. But I will keep you posted. So I'm going I'm not dressing as Puss, but just a little homage, an orange tie, and, maybe a hat with a little red in it, so nobody would know that I'm boots. But unless somebody is, which is very unlikely, unless somebody has seen, my student will know, my former student will know, because he knows that Puss is a heroic figure, the mystical hero of Puss in Boots, on the dark journey and the dark forest and all of that stuff. I talk about that in the podcast. Sweetheart, sweetheart, why are you coming in? Why do you get startled like that? I don't want you to get trapped in there. You get trapped in the bag. It's not good. You shouldn't be climbing into bags. Come on, sweetie. Why don't we come down, sweetheart, down? You don't want to come down? You don't have to come down. You know what? You shouldn't be on the stove, because it's not a good precedent, So anyway, that's what's happening. So from the four of us, so from Agita, from one baby, two baby, and the nutty professor in Puss and boots with actual boots, the craziest, nuttiest professor to ever walk the face of the earth. Bye for now. See you next podcast.